First of all, prepare wires of about 24 and 12 gauges, main tools, round nose pliers, flush cutter, and chain nose pliers to make a very beautiful wire pendant for this ring and earring that we had the tutorial in previous videos. Of course, a bead or stone is needed and a hard hammer. Pick up 12 gauge wire and start making a very little loop with round nose pliers, and of course a 12 gauge wire is a very thick one that is a little challenging and a little difficult to deal with, but you could do that, of course. To make that loop, of course, we make a P shape first and start to squeeze it with chain nose pliers. After making that P shape little loop, leave a space of about 1.5 centimeters or even a little more, and then with a pen or pencil that is of course a little strict, we wrap the wire, and we do that all around the circular shape to have a big loop. That's a little hard with that thick wire, but just keep going. And now, at the end of that little circle, we need to make another 90-degree bend. So we pick up chain nose pliers, put it at the ending point, and then cut it out in a space so that we would make another loop at the end, and about 6 or 7 millimeters above. It's okay. And of course, with flush cutter, it's a little tough to be cut, and we are going to do that in different directions to be easier. Of course, it's natural so that the wire would be curved a little, and we make it straight with chain nose pliers. And of course, we make this part of wire strand to be all straight. And this is the time to squeeze these two strands together. And again, with round nose pliers, I'm going to make another loop at the end. So again, I make a P shape and squeeze it with chain nose pliers. Again, use chain nose pliers to make the main structure a little more straight. So I squeeze it. I do that with chain nose pliers as possible as I can. And of course, the main pressure is going to be put with the hard hammer. So I pick up the hard hammer and put the piece onto the hammer, and then I start hammering it so that it would be all straight. And of course, I need a flattened area on the wire. Check the tutorial above on how to hammer wire pieces. Now we have a hammered part with a flattened surface, and don't forget not to squeeze these two loops by place it on the right surface. And now this is the time to put and add the bead or stone in between. But before, we are going to make a wire coiling part at the top. So pick up 24 gauge wire, place it at the beneath part of this structure, and then roll it and wrap it all around these two wires. So I keep it tight and wrap it one round. The first wire wrapping part is of course so important. So I check it out and pull it with round nose pliers, just like this. And then I squeeze it with chain nose pliers so that it would be attached completely all around the two row of wire. And of course, I do that for every wire wrapping part. I continue that for about 4 or 5 times. Squeeze it in every wire wrapping part, and then another one, and I continue that to the length that I desire, then cut the wire out and close it. That would be the main structure, and this is the time to add the tiger's eye stone in between. Again, put 24 gauge wire and wrap it all around this part. Pull it with round nose pliers, and this is the first wrapping part. Again, I check it out, and if needed, squeeze it with chain nose pliers. In all directions, just check it out and make a wire coiling part. Then insert the bead in, or stone of course, and then make another wire coiling part at the other side and in front of the first one. Just bend the wire, insert it in, pull it, and rotate round nose pliers to be wrapped all around. And of course, in every wire coiling part, don't forget to push the ending part. Then I move it again to be totally in front of the first wire coiling part. Now the wire pendant with tiger's eye stone is ready and is a very beautiful set for this ring. Hope you had enjoyed this tutorial. Bye bye.